What's happening, y'all? This is your boy Marqmaster back on another Death Battle reaction video. It's been a little late for me because, I feel like today doing Spider-Man versus Deku Death Battle because, I'm about to, start work on the next day. So, you pretty much will see me, be posting this on the next day, guys. Me doing this Death Battle reaction. So, if you guys enjoyed this video, hope you hit the like button and subscribe and tell me comment below who's going to win or who's going to lose. I know you guys are going to see... be doing the comments on the end of the video. So I'm just checking how it is between Miles and Deku because this interests me. So let's see how this is. Oh snap! Dang, this looks sick already.
Morales versus Izuku Midoriya.
Spider-Man versus Deku. He's
Wow,
Wiz and I'm
this looks pretty
Boomstick.
comical.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
It's time for a death battle!
Alright, let's take this from the top again. This is Peter Parker. He was bitten by a radioactive spider. And
Oh,
for
so
who
they're talking
knows
about
how
Peter. I
long,
thought it was
he's
like
been the
Miles.
one and only Spider-Man.
A friendly neighbor to all of New York City. In a universe filled with super soldiers, hulking green Goliaths, and world-shattering gods, Spider-Man is there to look out for the little guy.
But
Yo,
in a
Spidey.
multiverse of infinite possibilities, that doesn't always last forever. Like in Universe 1610, when NYC's Webhead got iced on the job.
The city was
Spider-Verse.
left without its protector. But fortunately, Peter wasn't the only one who got bit. Enter Miles Morales, a young teen from Brooklyn just trying
Okay,
to
it is-
figure out
it is
his
Miles.
place in the world. And now, he had it thrust upon him.
The canon event to start all canon events. Now it
Oh,
was
he's
Miles'
17,
turn to
okay.
be the hero the big
I never know
apple
about,
is, and he had
Miles
all
like
the
that,
usual
Spider-Man.
spider kit to help
I never
him
even know
out.
him
This
much.
spider carried the Oz formula, a genetics-enhancing serum that granted Miles superhuman strength, speed, and the ability to alter his body's electron attraction to crawl along any surface.
And you can't forget that classic spider sense, an internal warning system that lets Miles know about incoming threats so
My
he can
Spidey
react
senses
ahead
are
of time.
teen.
He even got an upgrade that acts like a radar, letting him see through stuff.
But no Spider-Person is complete without their web shooters. Given to him by Peter's Aunt May, these webs have all sorts of applications between
Web 'em up.
swinging, grabbing, restraining, projectiling, and being made into constructs.
Not having Peter around to show him the ropes made things a lot tougher, though. And between mishaps with wall crawling and web slinging, Miles got off to a rocky start.
Like any typical teenager, he had a lot of self-doubt. Could he keep up in school? What was the right way to talk to girls?
And how could he live up to being Spider-Man when one of the villains he had to face turned out to be his very own uncle? Makes family dinner so awkward. All that, trying to kill you stuff.
Fortunately,
Dang.
Miles had a leg up on every other superhero known to man.
Living parents! Better yet, loving parents. They supported him when things got tough, even if they didn't always see eye to eye. And
Yeah.
thanks to them, he learned that the best way to be Spider-Man wasn't to do it like Peter, but to do it his own way.
And it helped that this particular
own way to
spider had
Spidey
a bit
way.
more to its bite than Peter's. Miles has a variety of unique powers, like
I never thought about
invisibility
watching
and
that
venom.
anime
Not
film
like
with
Tom
Miles.
Hardy, though it is
I never
weird
thought
to give
about
your
it.
main power the same name
I'm not
as
sure
one
if
of
I
your
would
bad
watch
guys.
it.
Come on, Spidey, branding is important.
Miles can harness his own bioelectric energy and weaponize it, which is especially effective against individuals with genetic mutations.
Punching, absorbing, blasting, mega blasting. Hell, he can even make electric constructs out of this stuff, like biowebbing and a damn sword. Jeez,
Yeah,
what kind of
insulation.
spider was this?
It's not entirely science fiction. Studies have shown that certain species of spiders, such as the Linnaeus, have a process known as ballooning. By spinning a thread of their silk, they can use the Earth's natural electric fields to fly, traveling up to
Oh.
hundreds of miles. No pun
Dang.
intended.
Well, whatever kind of bite it was, it gave Miles the edge he needed to find his worth as Spider-Man.
Miles can dodge gunshots, missiles, and lightning bolts. He
Ah, so
survived
he got
all sorts of
reflexes.
beatings, including a building exploding on top of him.
Oh, geez, Spidey could lift buildings and dodge light speed attacks, and Miles is more than a match for him.
Like the time he absorbed the energy of a bomb that was going to vaporize Harlem. A blast that would have equaled 15 million tons of TNT.
He's gotten kudos from a ton of older heroes too, becoming a member of the New Ultimates and the Avengers. He even helped form the Champions, a team of teenage superheroes with the likes of Miss Marvel and
Oh,
Ironheart.
that's what they call
King
the
of
champ.
Wakanda himself
Oh.
even suited him
I
up
never
with some
knew that.
Wakandan vibranium.
The same stuff as
that's who
T'Challa's
Kamal's
own suit.
recruiting.
This super rare and tough metal can absorb kinetic energy and vibrational impacts.
It helps to
Of
regulate
course, they mentioned
Miles's
the
powers too. allowing him to better control his electrical output.
Let's mention that Captain America movie I watched. I mean, it was sick with the Red Hulk, aka Harrison Ford. It was a sick movie. You should watch that, guys. If you guys haven't watched it yet, you should watch it.
Though it's not as durable as, say, Captain America's shield, and enough kinetic energy will overload it.
Don't be near it when it does, or you'll end up like the Falcon here when he used his vibranium wings to stop a bomb that was gonna blow up New York City.
Dang.
That's twice now. Does any other city have to deal with this stuff?
But when vibranium and spider powers still aren't enough, Miles can push his electrical output into overdrive,
giving him huge boosts in strength and speed, and making him a whole lot zappier. It's your classic shonen power up, and he knows it too. He's a bit of a weeb and has a thing for mimicking some favorites.
Despite his initial insecurities, Miles has more than managed to live up to his predecessor. No longer standing in the shadow, but side by side.
Literally, his universe got blown up and he was sent to the main 616 timeline, along with his family. And now it's him and Peter as a pair of Spider Bros.
He's even become one of the big players of the Spider-Verse, teaming up with all sorts of other spider variants to defend the multiverse.
There's anime spider people, robot spider people, dinosaur spider people, spider people, a whole lot of them, each with their own way of getting the job done. Miles even led them into battle against the Inheritors, a bunch of interdimensional vampire assholes.
This is what Stan Lee was proudest of in his favorite superhero.
Regardless Stan Lee.
Of who they were, any sort of person could wear the mask and do the right thing. For so long as we stay true to ourselves and help others in our own unique ways, then anyone can be a hero. But what is a hero? To the citizens of Japan, there was no one more synonymous with the word than their symbol of peace. All Might.
The big numero uno. With a smile on his face, he could save anyone and win any fight, no
because
matter
he
what.
is here.
After a battle with his arch nemesis All For One, All Might was grievously injured. His time as a beacon of hope was coming to an end, and he would need to find someone to pass on the torch.
In this world, most human beings evolve to have their own individual superpowers, or quirks, but not everyone is lucky enough to get one. Like this kid named Izuku Midoriya, or as local bully Bakugo liked to call him, the good-for-nothing Deku.
He wanted to save people just like All Might, but even his idol told him that he would have to give up on his dreams.
Forever the beta male in the shadow of Bakugo and his Sigma quirk, until he got the chance to alpha up and lend his rival a helping hand, proving himself worthy of All Might's torch. And so after months of training, Izuku was granted All Might's quirk, One for All. This power allows him to boost his strength to incredible heights, using it for smashing attacks named after specific U.S. locales, and a soccer club. Or football, as they call it.
Shoot style.
Punches, spikes, even finger flicks. One for All is the ultimate in strength-enhancing quirks. The first time he used it, Izuku destroyed this giant robot in a single blow, on accident.
Great moment.
Wasn't the only thing he destroyed,
great moment watching Midoriya.
Damn, that looks like it hurts.
One for All's power was so great that the recoil would shatter Izuku's limbs when he used it. In the hands of an improper vessel, One for All could cause their body to explode. So Izuku would need to continuously train to master it at his Hero Academia.
Say that again.
UA High.
Here he'd be inspired by girly pop Uraraka to turn his zero name into his hero name,
girl of his
becoming the Deku who always does his best.
Something that he may have taken too far.
When it came to saving people, Do Your Best here had a bad habit of putting others way before himself. Sure, everyone else was okay, but he'd be good for nothing all over again if he got himself paralyzed. So to cut down on his hospital bill, he developed full cowling. Instead of using his quirk in short bursts, he would continuously spread the energy across his body at low percentages, using it for acrobatics inspired by Bakugo's explosive movements. And with that new thinking came a new fighting style, shoot style.
Yeah,
to use a stronger limb that'd be less likely to break. Deku took a page from Nerd Emoji Ida's book and switched to focusing on kicks to pack in more of a punch. Yeah, and that power would be needed. After a climactic battle with All For One, All Might would be forced into retirement. Just a few months into Deku's training. Now it was his turn to face this demon lord. But he didn't have to do it alone. Just as All Might had passed
Yeah.
One for All onto Deku, it had
several
been
wheelers
passed
are
onto
One
All
for
Might
All.
by his master, and onto her by her master. One for All was a power that was built upon for generations.
The quirks of
Passed
the previous
through every
users of
quirk
One for All
wielders
manifested in Deku,
from past
along with their
generations.
spirits or vestiges, to help him in his battle against All for One.
Black Whip gives him energy tendrils to swing around and
Yeah,
restrain
gear shift,
foes.
Black
They
Whip,
can
yeah,
also
smoke
brace
screen.
his arms and
Oh,
manually
fudge,
control his
and
muscles if he can't
sense and
move.
float,
Float
yeah.
allows him to soar high into the sky. By combining it with controlled blasts of
Yeah,
pressurized air,
it does be sick though. He gets to have
effectively
6
Danger
quirks
sense
along with One
detects
for All.
incoming threats and unease, letting Deku react in advance. Though it's mostly like an alarm bell and doesn't tell him specifics like location or number of threats.
Right.
Familiar?
Smoke
Yeah,
screen lets
yeah,
you,
Spidey sense.
Create a smoke screen, but he can use it at full blast to create a bigger smoke screen.
That's swell and all, but the real meat is in Fajin. After building up kinetic energy within his body, Deku can unleash it for bursts of strength and speed.
He's combined it with Black Whip to create the powerful Black Chain binding attack, and can use it in conjunction with full cowling to achieve foe 100%, equaling All Might's full level of power without any recoil.
He once used it to outspeed a bullet shot by Lady Nagant, a former hero turned villain who has a sniper rifle for an arm. I think I'm in love.
Nagant's weapons crossed a distance of
I would
around
imagine she would get
250
into All
kilometers
Justice.
within a
That's what
fraction
I'm
of a
thinking,
second.
guys. She might be
That's
one that cares about All
6,700
Justice.
times faster
I'm
than
looking
the
forward for
sound,
that game
and
to
Deku
soon
was moving
come.
so fast
I
the
haven't seen the
bullet
trailer.
seemed like it was standing still.
And he can go even faster than that with his final quirk, Gear Shift.
By touching a target, he can control its speed without abiding by the laws of inertia. He can slow down foes to leave them frozen in the air, or move so fast he can punch multiple times in an instant.
Even All for
Dang.
One's own protege Shigaraki
It was a
couldn't
sick
track
fight.
him. And this is a dude who can catch light speed laser beams.
It does have a time limit though. After 5 minutes of continuous use, Deku's body will catch up to his speed, suffocating him as his cells become unable to take in oxygen.
Not nearly as bad as One for All was suffocating him though. He's been doing all of this shit in just the 10th grade. I hadn't even figured out you can breathe through your nose at that point.
The pressure of having to save his friends, the country, the entire world weighed on Deku, so he left UA to fight this war alone.
But alone was never where Deku fought best. Having come from nothing, his admiration for his peers gave him strength.
Yeah,
just as
whole
they
class
admired
1A.
his strength and desire to help others. Even Bakugo came around to him.
So when it came time to finally put that demon lord back in hell, his classmates, teachers, mom, friends, enemy, and everyone else supported and cheered him on. Because
indeed.
that was the greatest threat to All for One's reign all along.
Not All Might,
We
not
are
Deku,
here.
Not even One for All itself. Just people helping each other out. And with their help, Deku defeated All for One once and for all, blowing a hole in this huge storm and parting the skies for a brighter future.
Though he did lose his quirk and have to retire from hero work, getting a regular 9 to 5 as a teacher, passing on his knowledge to the next generation, just like every user of One for All before him.
Some might
Indeed.
say he peaked in high school. If not for the sick new armor he eventually got to go back to kicking butt, he even made it all the way back near the top of the rankings.
All with the help of his friends. For so long as we keep reaching out our hands to help those in need, everyone can be a hero. Hello, it's me, Store-Bought Benjamin. I know what you're asking. Benjamin, what are you wearing?
Dummy thick.
Yes, that's our mechanical menace Mecha Goose pulling down the trunks of poor Dummy. Our new summer line of merch is available now on deathbattle.gg for a limited time. Website members can even get this in a unique color scheme. And there's a hat. I like the hat. I know what else you're asking. Benjamin, why did Wiz build robot butt cheeks on Dummy? I don't know. Get your cheeks at www.deathbattle.gg.
Okay.
All right, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a death battle!
Death battle! Nice, going all comic-y. I like that. The battle between Miles and Suku Midoriya, aka Deku.
Yo! You're more man and less spider than usual.
Whoa, I was looking for you. Care to show me what you can do?
Alright, new guy. First lesson, don't watch the mouth.
I get mad how this gonna go.
Watch the hands.
Yeah, danger sense.
Let's try that one more time.
Swing around.
Yes.
Oh, got webbed up.
I can't use my
bad.
full power here. Gotta take this somewhere else. Oh, gross!
You got skills, man. I like that.
Oh, Ooh. Wow.
I moved us to an abandoned part of the city so we can go all out! Because I always do my best!
Dang. That's got a bit overkill, but at least he got reflex. Yeah, nice.
If I'm gonna do my best.
Yeah, I know neither of them could kill each other. I don't think so.
Sarah was right! Your quirk is amazing!
Amazing is my buddy. They call me the ultimate Spider-Man.
His suit has shock absorption, not nullification. So, it's got a limit.
Gotta be quick, Midoriya. Yeah, this is kind of sick.
Go beyond!
Plus Ultra! Oh, shoot. Oh, snaps. Oh, is he countering? Holy smokes. Is that it?
Spider-Man, you really are
That's it?
the ultimate.
That's it? KO! Vaya con Dios!
What?
Run your Hoven.
Let's start by talking about their superpowers.
What
which
happened?
matched up quite evenly. Unsurprisingly, given the not-so-subtle inspiration for Deku's quirks, though they did have some edges over the other.
The Spider Sense gave Miles more insight on his surroundings and threats than Danger Sense, which has been worked around before.
This meant Miles' invisibility was harder for Danger Sense to detect when he wasn't attacking, while the Spider Sense's radar system allowed him to find Deku in a smokescreen. But Izuku's other quirks granted him advantages of his own.
Float was a lot more mobile than Webs, and Fudge
You know,
gave
I'm
a bigger
surprised
boost in
Midoriya didn't
strength
go
than
infinite
Venom did.
100 or
Since both
something,
had
or
some
120.
advantages and disadvantages,
Yeah, that's
they're
what I
called
expected.
superpowers a tie.
Next up, speed. Scaling to Peter, Miles could dodge light speed attacks, which
I feel like they
actually
kinda limit
outpaced
a little
Izuku
things
moving
down,
faster
it's
than
like-
that sniper bullet. Fortunately for Deku, though, that wasn't his best.
Thanks
Yeah,
to
because that's what I
Gear
expected. I thought he was
Sense,
gonna go
Deku
infinite
speeded himself
100.
up to match Miles
Or
the
maybe-
same
oh,
way
I
he
guess he
to
did
light
in the middle
catching
of the fight. I guess I didn't
Shigaraki.
notice.
Even worse for Spidey, one touch from Gear Shift could freeze him in place and make dodging totally impossible. So speed goes to Deku.
As for skill, Deku was incredibly talented at analyzing an opponent's abilities and coming up with strategies on the fly.
But
Yeah.
Miles' powers and fighting style gave Deku few immediate openings.
Deku may have received more formal training at UA, but he was ultimately only active in hero work for a little under a year.
Meanwhile, Miles has been handling everything from neighborhood crooks to multiverse-ending gods for significantly longer.
It's close, but with his greater experience, skill goes to Miles, and that means the biggest deciding factor is raw strength.
And
But
that
how did
was
he-
no contest. Miles absorbing the energy of that bomb was nothing to scoff at, but overwhelming power is what One for All is all about.
When Deku defeated All for One, the energy needed to part those clouds with his punch had a yield of 362 billion tons of TNT, smashing the bomb Miles absorbed out of the water.
But it wasn't as simple as that. Miles is wearing a vibranium suit after all, So the question wasn't necessarily who was stronger, it was if Miles' suit was tough enough to continuously absorb Deku's blows.
When the Falcon protected New York from that city-destroying blast, it had a yield of 546 megatons. Impressive, but Deku defeating All For One was still over 600 times stronger than Vibranium's limit.
And Deku did that with One For All's embers, not the full package.
And remember, the Vibranium in Miles' suit was much thinner than what Falcon and Black Panther had, making it unlikely it could absorb as strong of a blast.
It's there to provide more protection, sure, but there was no way it could survive all of what Deku could dish out.
In this superpower
Yeah,
battle,
so
it was
Midori did
Nezuko's
win that.
overwhelming speed and immense strength that made him the winning hero.
And the morales of the story is...
The winner is Deku.
Ah.
Next time
Okay, so
on
he
Death
did
Battle.
finish them. Okay. Well, I mean, this hit battle was okay. I guess the fight was alright. What is this? Oh,
Subscribe and join us.
holy
member to
smokes,
see more
Godzilla
Death
versus
Battle.
Hulk?
Thanks for watching.
oh, that could be sick. That could be sick. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, I guess we could end things from there. I mean, this death battle was okay. I just feel like they kind of like limit things a little down on this fight a little bit. I guess it's still understandable with Midoriya winning that against Miles, because you know he got all the Wizard's quirks along with One For All anyway, so he was pretty much infinitely impossible to beat for Miles to take on. So of course, and like Miles, he was kind of like testing him out. Honestly, it kind of feel like he kind of like sort of let him win anyway, because he feel like he was no match for his abilities anyway. So all I can say, it was alright, but I think I'm more gonna be hyped for Hulk versus Godzilla. We'll see how that is. But I have a strong feeling that Hulk is obviously gonna be winning that, because he's indestructible. So, you know, there's no way, you know, Godzilla would be able to beat Hulk, because Hulk is very indestructible. So, if you guys enjoyed this reaction, hope you hit the like button, subscribe, tell me in the comments below what you think of this. You think Miles could have had a better chance of winning against Deku? I'd like to know in your comments below. And stay tuned for the next. That'll be Hulk versus Godzilla. So, catch you later.